What up, what up, what up, everybody? It's your boy Camarray, and I am super excited for y'all to be here with me. On tonight, we have an incredible show for y'all. We're going to be reviewing episodes 2 and 3. I had to lump them together. I wasn't able to do the show last week. But the Encore, BET presents the Encore with the lovely ladies from former R&B groups coming together to create a super group. We've got, let me see if I can remember them all. Alright, so we got Keely from 3LW and the Cheetah Girls. We've got Pam from Total. We've got the Cherry Sisters, Felicia and Fallon. We've got the 702 Sisters. We've got Misha and Irish. And we've got Nivea. And we've got Shamari. And we've got Aubrey O'Day from Danity Kane. And so I didn't name all their respective groups, but y'all know where I'm coming from. At least I got them all out. All right, so let's jump right in. So first off, episode 2, we noticed that Sita brings upon this idea of the queen. The queen is supposed to rule. The queen, has to hold this mandate. The queen is supposed to make sure everything gets done. And oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Quick. Listen, we can't slow down all the way. I have to invite y'all to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please hit the subscription button. Make sure you share this video with your family and friends. And also make sure you hit this video with a like. Okay, we need to know that y'all are loving our content. And last but not least, please drop down in the comments and let your voice be heard. Okay? All right, I got a little excited on this show. Please, if you are out there, raise your glass with me. Please drink up. Let's have a fun toast to togetherness, even though they're not doing that on this Good Here show. Okay? All right, please raise your glasses. Let's drink. Oh, that wasn't bad. I thought the little SoCo in there would, turn it up some, but it's not that bad. Let's see. Okay, so we've got the queen of the moment, because it's not of just the day. But again, the queen is supposed to make sure everything goes right and make sure things are getting done. Of course, they go through this whole Big Brother type process where they have to drop a record in a box, and then whoever gets the most records is the queen. So Pam from Total is elected queen. All right, Miss Thank You Jesus Hallelujah, we love the Lord, yes we do. Miss Zen, Miss All of That gets queen for the day, queen for the moment. And I think that at the point that she was nominated queen, I think everybody was just tired of all the bickering, and Pam seemed like the most centered, so it made sense in the beginning. But as we see as the episode progresses and things are not getting done, and the queen is not speaking up, and the queen is actually having issues of her own, which we'll talk about in just a minute, we see that maybe Pam wasn't the correct or the best choice for queen in this really pivotal point where they're trying to get things done and so on and so forth. So they go into a studio session, all right, and they're trying to figure out what's the sound. Pam, sis, I mean, Aubrey was literally leaning on her for like, ain't nowhere else to sit, like ain't nowhere else to lean, like I'm trying to be comfortable. And Pam was like, she comes out and says, I used to be involved with women, but I have been delivered, and you know what I'm saying, I don't want things to look a certain way, you know what I'm saying, like, because if you lean on me in this Good Here studio session with only 2 couches for 9 people, then we might be linked together as like in a lesbian relationship, and I just can't have that because I have been delivered. Okay, Pam, and just like the other ladies that were in there, I had to say, like, come on now. Come on, like, it's giving it, like I said in my last review for episode 1, it's just giving too much. Like, it's like the person that just came from church or just got in the church, and it's just like everything is so holy and you can't touch me. And I remember even seeing back around the period of the Bad Boy tour, Pam was like, I'm sorry to my fans, but I can't hug you. I'm not touching nobody. I'm not. Pam, just because you used to look a little cat in the back back in the day don't mean that you gotta go all the way to the other side. It's called ballads, okay? All right, so then the group decides to hold court, and we see a lot of interesting battles. We see who we had Misha versus Fallon. Then we had Keely versus Pam. We had Felicia versus Keely, and it was just like all of this back and forth, all of these issues. I can't remember, what did Felicia, I believe one of the twins, I can't remember which one, called Keely a bitch, and it was a lot. It was a lot. So at this point, the house is really in, I guess you could say, turmoil, and the group is not really gelling together, understanding what they want to do as a group, how they want to look as a group. And lo and behold, Queen Aubrey, well, fast forward, who will be Queen Aubrey, but Aubrey comes up with this, as Keely called it, a vision board, to basically say, this is what we should be doing. This is how we can look cohesive. This is how we can, make the dance routines make sense for everybody. The inexperienced dancers and some of the more, got to cat. You know what I'm saying? Boom, cat. This is how we can make it work. And so everybody's like, oh, yeah, we love it. Oh, my gosh, Aubrey, this is what Keely should have been doing from the beginning. Now, as the season and the episodes roll on, it's like, yeah, Keely, in the grand scheme, could have done this. But y'all, we didn't even know that y'all was going to be, like, it wasn't working back then. So for Keely to come up with a creative concept, and y'all can't even get on one accord as far as what kind of songs y'all want to record. How are we going? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense now. In the moment, of course, it seems like Aubrey is coming and saving the day. But I mean, if Keely was there to creative direct, once she had some music and things of that nature that were under y'all's belt, so to speak, then of course she could have done, a vision board to see how the group was supposed to look. All right, so the episode 2 kind of goes out. The girls seemingly in episode 3 are coming together, as we see, and I've heard, I said I got a little back end story. I got a little inside scoop, if you will. The Cherry Sisters really did kind of get in and form the sound of what the group and the EP would sound like. So we start to see that starting to happen, and the girls are like, "Ooh, yeah," and then boom, we get I think we get a little glimpse of them writing "Bird's Eye View," which sounded like a really, really dope track. We also got to see, I believe it was, I don't remember the name of the song, was the Trigger. Why you getting me triggered? That was kind of, it was kind of dope, kind of catchy. But then Bump in the Road, Pam is not singing nothing with no hoe in it, okay? The lyric is not even hers to sing, but she is wanting to come off of her part of the song, which was the only group song that it looked like they had at the time, because the word hoe was in the track, okay? Pam, it's draining. Like, granted, they could have changed the lyric from "ho" to whatever else they wanted to say, but for whatever you wanted them to say. But man, that's not even your part of the song. It's not like, oh, Pam. It's like Pam can't even be associated with. It's too much. Too much. So the group kind of course, decides to divide and conquer, and we see when it comes time for Misha to start writing all of these, get back and stretch her muscle. It's like, oh, I'm so sick. Oh, why don't y'all just go ahead and write the record? Go! Pull yourself together. They already think you can't dance, you can't sing. Now they want them to think you can't write. You can't do nothing. What you here for? Okay? I am 100% in agreement with the Cherish twins as far as it comes to Misha. Misha has this entitled thing because I have done so much in my career when quiet as it's kept. If it wasn't for Mila, y'all probably wouldn't be where y'all are today, because she was the main vocal of the group. So let's not act like we are just high and mighty and you was just there for the ride. So I'm in 100% agreement with the Cherish Sisters as it pertains to Misha. So Misha goes. Irish was like, I done already stopped my career for these hoes one too many times. You let her sit up there in the bed. I'm about to do my part, and I'm about to, why you getting me triggered? Okay, they finally found her little part she could do. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't too much. It was, why you getting me triggered? Like, okay, they worked it on out for Iris to come on in and do a little part, get a little rasp. It works for her. Okay. All right. So the group and the collective is continuously working. They're working. I don't know if it was a part of the preview, but we saw Pam working on her gospel song. They've got, these ones over here. They've got, unfortunately Pam didn't want to say ho, so they had to take her off of that record. So there's really no records with all the ladies. So then Misha gets better and she decides to like wreak havoc in the group. And like basically she's saying, oh, the Cherish Twins, they only ones want to be on the song. Well, where were you in the studio, man, when you was claiming you had diarrhea and couldn't get up out the bed? Where were you? Where were you? Who was that? I forgot his name, but shouts out to whoever sang that song. Where were you? But yeah, where were you? You was upstairs, in the bed on the phone, and the girls is down here working, and now you want to say that they only want themselves to be on the songs. As far as I seen on the Trigger song, they had Nivea, they had Camarray had a part, everybody had a part except for you, and Aubrey had a little shady moment talking about she can come in and do a little oohs and ahs at the end because we ain't about to wait on her. Listen, I was 100% in agreement with that. Let's see. So the girls work on Bird's Eye View. Everything, is starting to, well, I thought initially I was thinking Bird's Eye View was because it was about the husbands and that was going to be Irish, Misha, and Shamarri's song. But it seemed like when they played it towards the end, they said the only lead vocalist on the song was Felicia and Fallon. I was like, oh, well, how'd that happen? But they did write the song, so, hey, it is what it is. And so then Misha, the ladies come to dinner, and Misha decides to let's have and basically spell out how she feels about the twins and how she feels that they are taking over. And every time she comes in the studio, they roll their eyes. I'm sorry, I missed the part where Misha and Irish's vocals for the song came up missing, and so then that prompted Misha to wreak havoc down to the dinner table. Okay, even Queen Aubrey couldn't get no words in. All right, so we see this big blow up between Misha and the twins, and basically saying, well, when I come in the studio, I feel like I'm not wanted, and Felicia Fallon, I don't remember which one, do the record, which is where they got the title of the episode. Do the record. You say you can come out here and write. You say you out here producing songs, and you've done it and done it and done it all. Come do it. Like, show us. But if you're not going to do that, we have a limited amount of time. So if you're not going to do it, move out of the way so that someone that can will. And again, y'all can look at the Cherish Sisters as mean or whatever, but they are getting the work done. Now, could they be a little bit more inclusive? Of course. But we'll see how that transpires. In the future episodes, and I'm trying to act like I don't know what's going to happen, but we will see how that transpires in the future episodes. But for now, we look forward to episode 4 next week for the Encore, and I'm still excited about the show, y'all. I love watching the back and forth and all the little slick comments and all of that. So, with that being said, it is time for you guys to sound off on how you feel about last week's episode of the Encore, this week's episode of the Encore episodes 2 and 3. Sound off in the comments and let us know how you feel about all of the drama, all of what the ladies had to say, etc., etc., etc. All right. I'm going to wrap this show up. I'm going to ask you again to please subscribe to our channel here at the Music Report Card. Make sure you hit this video with a thumbs up. Please share it with your family and friends. And last but not least, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Alright, I love you guys so much for watching. Drop down in them comments and let's get this party started. Let's get this thing rocking. BET's The Encore, one of the hottest shows out. Let's get this thing, y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. I am your boy Camarray, and I'm out. Peace.